Your liver is silently screaming for help right now, and you might not even know it. The good news? Some of the most powerful liver-healing foods are sitting in your fridge or at your local grocery store, waiting to transform your health in just 30 days. Let's dive in. 1. The silent liver crisis nobody's talking about. Your liver filters over a liter of blood every minute, yet we treat it like a trash can. Processed foods, alcohol, and environmental toxins pile up until one day, boom. Fatigue, brain fog, and stubborn weight gain hit you out of nowhere. Most people think liver damage only happens to heavy drinkers, but the truth is scarier. Your morning cereal, that healthy protein bar. Even your favorite salad dressing packed with hidden additives that force your liver to work overtime. And here's the kicker. Your liver will not scream in pain like a sprained ankle. It whispers through subtle signs, bloating after meals, random skin breakouts, or that 3 p.m. energy crash you blame on just aging. By the time blood tests show a problem, damage has been brewing for years. 2. Why your liver is the ultimate underdog. It's the only organ that can regenerate itself, but only if you give it the right tools. Most people never do. Think of your liver like a sponge. It soaks up toxins until it's dripping, then suddenly it cannot absorb anymore. But unlike a sponge, your liver can squeeze itself clean if you give it the right tools. Ancient cultures knew this. Egyptians used fermented honey for digestion, while Asian traditions relied on pickled vegetables to counteract heavy meals. Modern science now confirms what grandmothers knew. Fermentation creates compounds like butyrate that literally tell liver cells to regenerate. 3. The fermented food that reverses liver damage. A 2021 study found that kimchi eaters had 33% lower markers of liver inflammation. The probiotics in fermented foods do not just heal your gut, they're liver superheroes. Kimchi's magic is not just the probiotics, it's the synergy of garlic's allicin and chili's capsaicin that turbocharges detox enzymes. A Korean study found participants eating kimchi daily saw AST/ALT levels, key liver enzymes, drop by 22% in 8 weeks. The best part? You do not need fancy brands. Even basic homemade kimchi, just cabbage, salt, and chili flakes, works. Try adding it to scrambled eggs or avocado toast. The tangy crunch masks the healthiness perfectly. 4. How your gut is sabotaging your liver. Leaky gut lets toxins flood straight into your bloodstream. Your liver gets overwhelmed trying to clean up the mess. Imagine your gut lining is a fishing net. Processed foods poke holes in it, letting undigested food particles and bacteria leak into your bloodstream, a condition called endotoxemia. Your liver spots these intruders and launches inflammation to neutralize them. Over time, this constant battle leads to scarring. Fermented foods act like repair crews, patching the net with strengthening compounds like zonulin while training immune cells to stand down. 5. The 3-day test to see if your liver is struggling. Wake up with a bitter taste in your mouth? Yellowish whites of your eyes? Dark urine even when hydrated? Your liver is waving red flags. Here's a test doctors do not tell you about. Press gently under your right rib cage. If it feels tender or slightly swollen, your liver is congested. Another clue? Persistent itchiness with no rash, a sign bile is not flowing properly. These symptoms often get mislabeled as stress or allergies. Track them for 3 days alongside a food journal. Spotting patterns, like bloating after dairy or headaches post-takeout, reveals what's overwhelming your liver. 6. Sauerkraut, the German secret to liver detox. Raw, unpasteurized sauerkraut contains enzymes that break down toxins. 1 tablespoon daily can kickstart your liver's natural cleansing process. Traditional sauerkraut fermentation creates isothiocyanates, compounds that activate liver detox pathways better than expensive supplements. A German study found eating half a cup daily reduced pesticide residues in urine by 47% in 3 weeks. Pro tip: buy refrigerated sauerkraut in glass jars. The live strains degrade in plastic. If you hate the sour taste, rinse it quickly. You'll lose some salt but keep most benefits. 7. Why most probiotics fail your liver. Store-bought yogurts are loaded with sugar, feeding the bad bacteria that harm your liver. Fermented foods work better because they're alive. Store-bought probiotics often die in stomach acid before reaching your gut. Fermented foods survive because they're shielded by food matrices. Picture it like probiotics wearing armor. Yogurt's lactobacillus is great for basic gut health. But liver repair requires heavier hitters like laconostoc mesenteroids in fermented veggies, a strain shown to break down alcohol byproducts 3x faster. 8. The dirty truth about kombucha. Some brands contain more sugar than soda. But homemade or low-sugar versions, gold for your liver. The kombucha scam? Many brands ferment for just 3 days. Traditional batches need 14+ days to rush production. Short fermentation leaves excess sugar and minimal probiotics. Check labels for G sugar per serving max. Better yet, brew your own. A SCOBY, that weird mushroom-looking thing, costs $10 online. Flavor it with ginger for an extra liver boost. It stimulates bile flow better than coffee. 9. A 100-year-old Japanese liver remedy. Miso soup is not just comforting. Its koji enzymes help your liver process fats and alcohol more efficiently. Miso's koji mold, Aspergillus oryzae, produces enzymes modern science cannot replicate synthetically. These enzymes chop up toxins into smaller pieces so your liver can flush them effortlessly. Japanese research shows miso eaters have higher glutathione levels, your liver's master antioxidant. Don't boil miso though. Heat kills the enzymes. Stir it into hot water after turning off the stove. 10. The fermentation mistake that ruins the benefits. Pasteurization kills the good bacteria. Always look for raw or live cultures on the label. Pasteurization is not always labeled clearly. Watch for buzzwords like shelf-stable, heat-treated, or probiotic added. True fermented foods bubble slightly when opened. That's CO2 from live cultures. No fizz? It's dead. Exception: frozen fermented foods, like some kimchi brands, can retain benefits if frozen immediately post-fermentation. 11. How to spot fake fermented foods. If it's shelf-stable for months, it's dead. Real fermented foods need refrigeration. Real fermented foods change over time, color deepens, flavors mellow. If that jar of pickles looks identical after 6 months, it's fake. Another test: ingredients should only list vegetables, salt, and spices, no vinegar, preservatives, or natural flavors. True fermented foods self-preserve through acidity. Ever seen an unrefrigerated pickle aisle? Walk right past it. 12. The 30-second liver boost you can do daily. Mix a teaspoon of raw apple cider vinegar, the fermented kind, with water before meals. It stimulates bile production, your liver's natural detox fluid. Bile is like your liver's garbage truck. If it's sluggish, toxins pile up. Apple cider vinegar's acetic acid triggers bile release like an alarm clock. For stubborn cases, add a pinch of cream of tartar. It binds to excess ammonia, a common liver irritant from protein digestion. Morning nausea? This combo often fixes it in 10 minutes. 13. Why kefir beats yogurt for liver health. It has 3x more probiotic strains, including one specifically shown to reduce liver fat in studies. Kefir's secret weapon is kefirine, a biofilm that coats your gut lining, preventing toxins from leaching into the bloodstream. A 2020 study had participants drink half a cup daily. In 12 weeks, their liver fat decreased by 18%, without other diet changes. Too tart? Blend with frozen mango. The vitamin C boosts kefir's iron absorption, further lightening your liver's workload. 14. The unexpected spice that supercharges fermentation. Turmeric in fermented foods increases their anti-inflammatory power by 200%. Try turmeric-infused pickles. Turmeric's curcumin is notoriously hard to absorb unless fermented. Fermentation converts curcumin into tetrahydrocurcuminoids, which are 5x more bioavailable. Pair it with black pepper in fermented foods, like turmeric spice sauerkraut, and absorption jumps to 20x. This combo is so potent it's being studied for reversing early-stage cirrhosis. 15. Your morning coffee habit. Salt. Swap it for fermented chicory root coffee. Your liver will thank you by midday. Chicory root contains inulin, a prebiotic fiber that feeds liver-protective bacteria. Unlike coffee's caffeine, which stresses your liver by forcing detox, chicory stimulates bile gently. French sailors used it during long voyages to prevent liver congestion. Mix with dandelion root for a double detox effect. Taste shock? Add cinnamon. It tricks your brain into thinking it's sweeter. 16. The 3 worst foods that cancel out fermented benefits. Sugar, vegetable oils, and processed grains undo all your hard work. Avoid them like traffic jams. Vegetable oils are the worst offenders. They oxidize into 4-hydroxynonenal for HNE, a compound that directly damages liver cell membranes. Even healthy olive oil becomes problematic when heated past its smoke point. Fermented foods help by increasing liver catalase, an enzyme that neutralizes 4-HNE. For cooking, use ghee or coconut oil. They're stable under heat. 17. A Russian liver secret hiding in plain sight. Kvass, a fermented beet drink, contains betalains that help your liver break down toxins. Beet kvass's betaine is a methyl donor. It helps your liver tag toxins for elimination. Russian miners drank it daily to counteract heavy metal exposure. Modern studies show it upregulates phase 2 detox pathways better than most supplements. Can't find kvass? Roast beets with salt, then ferment the peels in water for 48 hours. The peels concentrate the liver protective compounds. 18. How to ferment anything at home. All you need is a jar, salt, and time. Even lazy beginners can do it. The salt ratio is key. Too little and mold grows. Too much and bacteria cannot thrive. For most veggies, 2% salt by weight is perfect. Pack tightly to limit oxygen. Lactofermentation is anaerobic. No fancy gear needed. A Ziploc bag filled with water makes a perfect weight to keep veggies submerged. 19. The one fermented food you should never eat. Soy sauce made with chemicals instead of real fermentation contains neurotoxins. Always choose traditionally brewed. Chemical soy sauce contains 3-MCBD, a carcinogen formed during acid hydrolysis. Traditional brewing takes months, allowing natural aspergillus molds to break down soy slowly. Look for naturally brewed and check ingredients. Only 4. Soybeans, wheat, salt, water. Tamari, wheat-free, works too. Darker is not better. Premium soy sauces are often lighter in color. 20. Why your grandparents had healthier livers. They ate fermented foods daily, before big food killed them with preservatives. Before refrigeration, fermentation was survival. A 1920 study of Bulgarian villagers found they ate 3+ fermented foods daily and had near zero liver disease despite harsh living conditions. Compare that to today, where NAFLD, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, affects 1 in 3 adults. The difference? Their sauerkraut was not pasteurized, their milk was raw kefir, and every meal included something alive. 21. The 5-minute fermented snack for liver repair. Lacto-fermented carrots with garlic. Crunchy, tangy, and packed with liver-loving bacteria. Garlic's allicin combines. 22. How long until you feel the difference? Most people notice better digestion in 3 days, clearer skin in 2 weeks, and renewed energy by day 30. 23. The scary reason store-bought pickles do not count. Vinegar pickles lack probiotics. Only salt brined, fermented pickles heal your liver. 24. When fermented foods backfire. If you have histamine intolerance, start slow with 1 teaspoon daily. 25. The ultimate fermented liver smoothie. Blend kefir, wild blueberries, and a spoonful of sauerkraut juice. Sounds weird, tastes like victory. 26. Why your doctor will not tell you about this. Medical schools spend less than 2 hours on nutrition. Fermented foods do not make pharma money. 27. The 30-day fermented food challenge. Rotate 3 different fermented foods daily. By day 30, your liver enzymes could normalize. 28. Success stories that'll make you believe. Like Mark, who reversed his fatty liver in 6 months with daily kimchi after drugs failed. 29. The future of liver health is ancient. Fermentation is not a trend. It's how humans survived for millennia without modern medicine. 30. Your next step matters more than you think. Pick 1 fermented food today. Your liver cannot heal if you do not start. Your liver is begging for a reset, and fermented foods are the oldest, smartest way to do it. Don't overcomplicate it. Start with 1 bite of sauerkraut tonight. Hit like if this opened your eyes, and comment, ferment, below if you're trying this challenge. Subscribe because next week, I'm revealing the 5-minute morning ritual that doubles your liver's detox power. Your health is worth fighting for. Let's do this together.